listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
It's Oh Behave with Arden Moore, the show that teaches you how to have harmony in the household with your pets. Join Arden as she travels coast to coast to help millions better understand why cats and dogs do what they do. Get the latest scoop on famous faces, their perfectly pampered pets, and who's walking who in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails. Garner great pet tips and have a doggone fur-flying fun time. So get ready for the pause and applause as we unleash your Oh Behave host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome to the Oh Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. It is time to party with a purpose. So I'm calling on all you true party animals to tune in because we are setting a record for the number of guests appearing on the Oh Behave Show today. That's because we have a lot of great people and pet groups who are helping us unleash the very first National Dog Party Day in America. We're going to dance, play, and celebrate. And we're going to shift this show into high gear with our pack of party guests right after we take this commercial break. So, sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a pause. 4 furry ones, actually. Sit and stay. Oh Behave will be right back.
It's DesignerPetSweaters.com. Hand-knitted designer sweaters for your precious pup or cool cat. Beautiful couture patterns for your pets, including custom-knitted formal wear, casual wear, yachting, and even sports-themed. Many designer pet sweaters include feathered tammy hats, top hats, and a lot of sparkle. Each sweater includes leg loops, front paw sleeves, and leash opening. Visit DesignerPetSweaters.com to order your 4-legged fashions today. Your pets will stay warm for the winter and be runway ready. Large or small, we fit them all. DesignerPetSweaters.com.
Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com. Oh Behave is back with more tail-wagging ways to achieve harmony in the household with your pets. Now, back to your fetching host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome back to the Oh Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. The theme for this show, a double dog day celebration. Now, let me explain. As founder of 4leggedlife.com, an online pet community, I did some sniffing around Dog Day holidays and discovered one very vital one was missing, Dog Party Day. So I decided to declare a national holiday. I am also the author of the must-have book called Dog Parties, How to Party with Your Pup. Now, I do a lot of pet behavior presentations for a great group. They're called Pet Sitters International. PSI every year sponsors Take Your Dog to Work Day. So, just like that great combo of peanut butter and chocolate you find in Reese's Cup, I saw a great partnership opportunity with Pet Sitters International. So that's why on June 24th, we are going to, quote, work like a dog by day and party like a pup by night. It's a double dog day celebration. The very first National Dog Party Day event will take place in New York City and San Diego. We are actually going to be partying on each coast at the very same time. So, you guys ready? We're going to unleash the first guest right now. We're going to kick off this show with a very, very talented friend of mine. I mean, honest to gosh, I may have 2 left feet, but this gal's got 2 good feet, and she's got a cool dog that also knows how to do the dance moves. She is actress Megan Blake, and she and her cool dog, Super Smiley, that's right, folks, Super Smiley, are going to be our very special celebrity guest at the San Diego event of the National Dog Party Day, doing the Super Smiley Flash Mob for Pet Adoption dance. Wow, that's a mouthful, Megan. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Arden, it is a mouthful, but we are so excited to join your party. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Well, you are my party sister in crime. So, you know, it is fun to bring a lot of joy into people's lives, but the Super Smiley Flash Mob for Pet Adoption dance, explain that, because you really are, like this party, doing something for a purpose.
Right. Well, it started, Smiley and I were watching television, and one of those sad commercials came on for pet adoption, and Smiley walked right up to me and he said, we've got to change this. We've got to make this rockin'. We've got to make people want to jump off the sofas, turn off the TV, not because they're sad, but because they are so excited they want to run out and adopt a pet. And I started hearing this little song, the whole song, and then we turned the song into a flash mob dance, and we did the flash mob in LA, and now we're touring the country. We started in May on our tour, and we have done 8 dances in 28 days on 2 coasts and in 3 states. So we are warming up for the National Dog Party Day in San Diego.
Oh my gosh, America, if you want any dance lessons, Megan is your gal. Now, we need to find out how we can learn more about this great, great campaign.
Oh, thanks, Arden. Yes, it's at smileythedog.com. He has a website page that gives most of the information, a lot of information, and our flash mob videos are on YouTube. They're at youtube.com/Megan Blake, spelled MEGANBLAKE. So that information's on Smiley's page, and come visit us. The choreography's up there, so everybody can learn the choreography. It's broken down very slowly, and even if we're at an event or at Arden's party, it's so simple. We can just teach you in 10 minutes, and everybody can clap and smile and shout it out for the pet adoption.
So do you think I'm crazy for creating National Dog Party Day?
No, I think it's wonderful, wonderful idea. Smiley is just so excited. He can't wait to go. And it's wonderful because dogs, they need to socialize. They need to be happy with their people. And this is a way to actually make it a real thing, a real event. I think it's brilliant, Arden. Good job.
Brilliant. Did you say I was as smart as a border collie on that one, right?
That's right.
All the border collies are going, you go, girl. You go, girl. You're the girl. You're the girl. Hey, before we say goodbye, we got to have a little tease. Come on, let's hear a little bit of that Super Smiley dance.
All right.
This is a radio show.
No, I know, it's really cute because I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm Super Smiley. But the good part is that here we go. We chant. We do the chant in the middle. It's the coolest thing you can do is get a throwaway dog. Mutts rock. It's true. And that's our anthem. That's what we've been shouting across the whole country, and we can't wait to shout it out in San Diego.
Oh, I can't wait to see you and Super Smiley. Hey, everybody. We've been speaking with Megan Blake. She and Super Smiley are going to be doing the Super Smiley Flash Mob for Pet Adoption Dance at our San Diego venue at National Dog Party Day on June 24th. Again, give us that way to find out more about Super Smiley and the Throwaway Pet Campaign, Megan.
Thanks, Arden. It's at smileythedog.com, and you can see the videos at youtube.com/Megan Blake.
All right. Pause up, Megan.
Pause up.
Our next guest is the very first person I talked to about creating National Dog Party Day. And her exuberant yes is why I decided to proceed. Now, give pause and applause to my business partner and president of WhitegatePR, the very talented Dana Humphrey. Welcome to the show, Dana.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Arden. I'm so happy to be here this morning. It's great, as always, to talk to you.
You know what? I think our idea is now a tail wagging reality. What do you think?
It's blooming, that's for sure.
I mean, seriously, so you're my gal that's going to be running the show in New York City. How's that coming?
Well, we are getting ready. We're gearing up, and it's so exciting. Everything's coming together. We're so excited to be working with Fetch Club and having National Dog Party Day over in South Street Seaport in New York City. And we're going to have the doggy moms, and the event's going to be for the New York City Mayor's Alliance for New York City's animals, and it's going to be a blast. I know. Right. I just know it is.
I know you get around in the Big Apple, and you go to a lot of happening parties. I'm hoping that this is going to be one of your A parties. What do you think?
Absolutely. This is definitely going to be the top dog.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about Fetch Club, because that was very kind of them to be the party site for the New York City event.
Well, Fetch Club is a very cool space. They're a doggy daycare and boarding facility, and they have a doggy disco inside.
Woo-hoo!
That was designed. It was designed by Amy Goodhart, who is extremely creative. She has a company called So2 Productions, and inside, it's amazing. There's a doggy DJ, a doggy disco ball. it's such a fun party vibe inside the doggy disco room that they have. So it's an exciting place to be. The walls are actually made with gold dog bones, if you can believe it. And there's a dog bone chandelier.
You know what? If Liberace was still around, he'd be like, oh my God, that's tickling my ivories. Really? Now, what's the website for Fetch Club?
You can learn more about Fetch Club at, I believe it's fetchclub.com.
Okay. Now, people want to get an invite to this party, and I know we've made it RSVP because we can't have a horde of dogs. We got to limit the number of party guests, the 2 and the 4-leggers. So I'm in New York or I'm in San Diego, and I want to party in the first National Dog Party Day. How do I go about doing that, Dana?
Well, the San Diego Dog Party Day is going to be at Hotel Indigo, which is very exciting, on the rooftop lounge on the 9th level, right there on 9th Avenue in San Diego. And we are requesting a $10 suggested donation, and anyone can RSVP online in advance. And it's pretty easy. It's dogpartydaysd.eventbrite.com. And you can go right on there. You can RSVP, you can check it out, and make your donation, and bring your well-behaved, well-mannered dog to the party.
That sounds good. And how about New York?
And in New York, you can RSVP at dogpartyday.nyc.eventbrite.com. And Eventbrite is spelled EVENTBRITE.
That's great. And we are requesting a $10 or more donation. If you want to pony up more, that's fine, because this is our first year.
That's more than fine. That's fabulous.
Fabulous, because everybody's going to get a goodie bag with lots of great stuff when they leave. And we're going to have a glitter bone ball drop in San Diego. And I guess with that chandelier with the bones, I mean, we're trying to get away, folks, so we can show the crowd in New York City what's going on in San Diego's party and vice versa, right?
Exactly. So we can all party together from coast to coast.
And you know what? You do a lot of great things in the world of marketing and public relations for pet companies as well as other companies. I need you to do a little shout out about Whitegate PR, because you started that company and you're doing great. So here's your 30 seconds of shout out.
What's the saying that the shoemaker's kids never has shoes? Well, Whitegate PR, we specialize in marketing and public relations for consumer products and services, particularly in the pet industry. So we love working with pet products and pet companies and going to dog parties.
All right. We've been talking with Dana Humphrey. She is president of Whitegate PR. She's also my business partner and friend, and she's going to be handling all the fun actions going on in New York City's party on June 24th at the Fetch Club. And once again, we can go to dogpartyday.com for some details, but also you got to get your RSVP in, folks. This is one of those cool parties that you have to have an invite to, right, Dana?
Absolutely. Yep. Invite only. And we just want to make sure that we know who's coming and make sure we can figure out the dog situation so that everyone gets along.
Yeah, we don't want any dogs coming in from the Doggy Protection Service or something, you know, being incognito. We want everybody to bring their A game.
Precisely.
Right, everybody's groaning right now. Hey, Dana, thanks again for being on my show. I want everybody to dash over to whitegatepr.com and learn more about this very talented individual. Pause up, Dana.
Thank you very much. And I'll see you on National Dog Party Day.
All right, everybody. You better get ready to drool with delight, because our next guest is Frosting Fran of caninecakery.com. Hey, you know what? If you want to bring an A game to dishing up doggy treats, well, you can't do any better than offering Canine Cakery treats to your lucky dog. Frosting Fran, welcome to the show.
Hi, Arden.
All right, so yeah, tell us a little bit about Canine Cakery, because, you know, my 2 dogs right now are kind of looking at me like, yeah, well, where are they?
Yeah, well, those are our customers right there, the dogs.
That's right.
Just give them the credit card and let them go shopping.
Oh, please don't tell them that. They're such smart dogs. Don't blame the cats.
Yeah, right. Well, we are the only true dog bakery supply company. caninecakery.com. That's K, letter K, number 9, cakery. And we have all kinds of cake mixes, dog treat frosting, dog pans, cookie cutters, everything you need designed specifically for dogs. We don't take a human product and just tweak it and say, okay, now you can give it to your dog. No, we design our products right from the start just for dogs. So they're all healthy products for dogs. They're all natural, and we don't do the baking. We let you do the work.
Well, that's part of the fun, when you're in the kitchen and you're whipping together a bone-shaped cake, compliments of Canine Cakery. Your dog is like bonding with you, though. They're like, yeah, baby, stir a little bit more. Yeah, put it in the oven. My nose is a-smelling everything. Can you imagine if we had the power of scent like our dogs?
Oh, my gosh. No.
I know. Folks, if you go to caninecakery.com, seriously, you're going to see some really creative ideas, products, and treats. I mean, they've got a paw-shaped cake pan. They got a bone-shaped cake pan, and the one thing that I do want you to tell a little bit about is your yogurt icing is very dog-friendly. Please explain, Frosting Fran.
Oh, yes. This icing was created because there wasn't anything available for dogs. Bakeries were using yogurt chips, which were full of, they're full of fat and sugar, and they have a little bit of yogurt. And so we came up with this frosting that's all natural yogurt, no fat, no sugar. And the greatest thing about this frosting is it doesn't melt in the heat. So dog bakeries have been telling us that we've changed the way they can do business, because they can now ship their products anywhere in the world without worrying about the frosting melting. But there's something in there that dogs just smell a mile away, because my dog grabbed a bag of frosting, ripped it open, and ate the contents.
Well, that sounds great. Yeah, and you're going to be in our San Diego event for National Dog Party Day. So how are people going to be able to find you at the party?
Oh, you won't be able to miss me at all, because I am Frosting Fran, and I come complete in my red and white polka dot dress with my white apron.
Oh, move over, Lucille Ball.
But my hair is blondish, so if I was standing next to Lucy, that's how she's got red hair, I believe.
Well, I love Lucy, and I love caninecakery.com, and I'm really jazzed that you're going to be there and being able to dish up and serve some great Doggie treats for our guests at the San Diego event. And before we leave, I got to ask you, what do you think about this crazy idea of creating National Dog Party Day?
The crazier, the better. I think it is just fabulous, Arden, because it's a great way for people to enjoy having fun with their dogs, and it's also benefiting a great cause, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, that's right, because as we know, folks, we're going to be benefiting the San Diego Humane Society on the left coast, and then in the Big Apple, proceeds are going to benefit the Mayor's Animal Alliance of New York City, because it is all about giving back. I agree with you, Frosting Fran. I just like saying the name Frosting Fran.
I am looking forward to the party. I just can't wait to meet people and their dogs. I love to see people with their dogs. And they say that people and their dogs kind of look alike, so that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, well, you'll be on the prowl at the Hotel Indigo for the June 24th celebration of National Dog Party Day. And everybody, I want you right now to dash over to caninecakery.com. That's a K, the number 9, cakery.com, and you and your dog are going to drool with delight. Thanks for being on the show, Frosting Fran.
Thanks for having me.
All right, pause up. Okay, guys, this party is still coming on strong, and our next guest is Pat McTigue. He is of Hotel Indigo. It is the best hotel I've ever been to that is dog-friendly. Now, that's quite a statement. Hotel Indigo is located in San Diego. For all you folks that know San Diego a little bit, it's in the Gas Lamp District. Seriously, you look out the 9th floor balcony and you can see center field for Petco Park for the San Diego Padres. And I'm so delighted that Hotel Indigo is going to be the venue, the place for the very first National Dog Party Day event taking place on the left coast. It's going to be June 24th in San Diego at Hotel Indigo. And you know what, Pat? You got to tell our listeners exactly where the party's going to be at Hotel Indigo, because it is pretty creative.
Well, sure. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great night, a great event. The National Dog Party Day is going to be held up on the Level 9 rooftop bar at the Hotel Indigo. our hotel, like Arden said, we're a block outside of Petco Park and have a great view right into center field. And the party is actually going to be up on our 9th floor, level 9 rooftop bar overlooking downtown and the ballpark.
I'm an ex-sports writer. I just wish those darn Padres would start getting some runs and wins, but everybody loves the Padres, whether they have a winning season or a losing season.
Yeah, that's for sure. We're right there with you.
Yeah. Any of your doggy guests at some of the events kind of pay attention to center field? I don't know if there's some Labrador retrievers going, I can catch the ball. I can catch the ball.
We are close enough that they do kind of start tracking the ball going and stuff like that. It's always fun to see. You kind of mentioned some of our doggy events. We do a once a month a canine cocktails event at the hotel up at the level 9 rooftop bar. And it's a great spot. I mean, the locals have really kind of find this to be their little getaway to watch a game, to enjoy the downtown, and not leave their best friend at home.
Yeah, and speaking of not leaving your best friends at home, let us know a little bit about the identities of the 2 cool dogs for Hotel Indigo, including one belonging to you.
Yeah, sure. Buckeye is my dog. I actually adopted him 2 Halloweens ago, believe it or not, and
Wow.
He came from the Helen Woodward Animal Center here in San Diego. He was adopted, and he comes to work with me down at the hotel. He's a Dachshund Karen Terrier mix. And he is just a great little guy that loves just being a social butterfly, really.
I've seen him in action. He is quite a wiggle butt. I love him. Always got a smile on his face. And what about the other, his partner in crime?
His partner in crime is Sandy. She's our general manager's dog. And Sandy, actually, before our hotel opened, Chris Jones, my general manager, and I, we took a trip down to the San Diego Humane Society, and we found Sandy. And she kind of has a really interesting story, actually. When the hurricanes with Katrina came through, San Diego Humane Society's developed a relationship with Mississippi, and Sandy actually came from Mississippi, and believe it or not, her name, unbeknownst to us, was actually Sandy in Mississippi, like San Diego.
Oh, my gosh.
It was truly meant to be.
When I first met Sandy, she was just my gosh, she was like a Marley Jr. in action. And when I saw her last time, I was like, wow, impressive, Sandy. So training has really helped. She's quite a great dog.
Yeah, both between training and Sandy and Buckeye are, like best friends. So they get a lot of playtime at the hotel, whether it's going down to Petco Park, up on the terrace sometimes. Even they do get out in some of our meeting rooms and have some playtime. So they've really become great friends. And, I think it's created a great welcoming atmosphere for folks checking into the hotel or stopping by with their dogs.
Well, Pat, we just had Frosting Fran on the show to talk about canine cakery treats. But for us two-leggers, what's some of the goodies that we can expect being available for folks that your Hotel Indigo will be offering?
Well, like I said, the party will be taking place up at our level 9 rooftop bar. We've got a full bar upstairs, and we've got a really great mixologist creating some cocktails for us. She, again, our hotel is LEED certified, really sustainable, the freshest, most seasonal ingredients. So Adriana is really a master at kind of finding what's going to be most in season, creating her own simple syrups and creating some great cocktails for everyone coming out to the party. So we're really looking forward to getting creative and having some fun with everyone else.
And you have a little bit of nibbles for our people to be able to buy too, right?
Yeah, we sure do. So again, the level 9 rooftop bar does have a menu available up there, and I think folks are going to have a great time. We'll have treats for the dogs, stuff to keep the people friends going, keeping the cocktails, keeping some appetizers, and really just having a great event downtown. So,
Pat, I've stayed at Hotel Indigo 3 times with my dogs, Chipper and Cleo, and every time we've had a bow-wow great time. I'm serious. I mean, I travel a lot. That 9th floor has that grassy area, so if your dog's got to go in the middle of the night, you don't have to do the elevator and go out the door. You can go right there to the 9th floor and be able to have that, maybe be even in your pajamas. So I'm sure there's been some people that have met each other in pajamas with leashes in hands for those, after midnight, got-to-go events.
Well, you're certainly right. I tell you, Chipper and Cleo, we love them. We love seeing them like old friends. We love having you and the gang back. And you're so right about that. The level 9, the rooftop lawn there. I've even been one of them on my weekend duty shifts where I'm working as the manager on duty, and Buckeye comes and stays down with me. here we are in the middle of the night kind of meeting up with other folks out there on the lawn. So you hit the nail on the head there for sure. You meet some new friends in the funniest of times and and out of the strangest places sometimes. So it's really
and the
really
dogs are feeling so relieved because of the out there thing. Now, I want to make sure you can go to hotelinsd.com to learn more about Hotel Indigo. Is that the right link?
Yeah, of course. Hotelinsd.com. That's hotelinsd.com. Or you can check us out on Facebook, Hotel Indigo SD, and you can get to know more about the hotel. We post all of our upcoming events on Facebook, and it's a great opportunity to really engage. And, if you have any questions that you want to reach out to us about, we're very responsive to Facebook, so feel free to check us out.
We really appreciate that. We have had Pat McTigue on our show. He's with Hotel Indigo. He's got a cool dog named Buckeye, and the other dog there is called Sandy. And they are being kind enough to have their place be the venue for the very first National Dog Party Day being held in San Diego on June 24th. You got to get your reservations in, everybody. You got to dash over to dogpartyday.com, and you'll be able to book a date with your dog. Pat, thank you so much for being a guest on our show.
Thanks, Arden. We're really looking forward to having the event.
All right. See you later. So, listeners, as you can see, we got some pretty cool people on board for the first National Dog Party Day, which will take place on June 24th in New York City and San Diego. And we're going to tell you a little bit more. We've got another celebrity coming up from the Big Apple, some folks from Pet Sitters International, and most important of all, we're going to chat with the two groups that are benefiting by our party, the San Diego Humane Society and the Mayor's Animal Alliance of New York City. So, stick around. We'll be right back.
Time for a walk on the red carpet, of course. Oh Behave will be back in a flash right after these messages.
Hey everybody, it's Arden Moore here, your host on the Oh Behave show, and I got some great news. I'm teaming up with Jason Cameron. We are doing the Dream Dog Park contest again this year, brought to you by Beneful and Wag World. So you got to listen closely because Jason has some awesome tips on how you can bring out the best in you and your dog and have a great dream dog park. So, okay, Jason, you're on.
Dream big. This is the ultimate dream dog park, so be creative and original with your ideas. The Beneful brand invites you to think about ways to enhance your dog park that will elicit the kind of response like, wow, I have never seen anything like that before. But come up with ideas that can actually be built in a dog park. While we want you to be creative and have original ideas, the overall design must be safe, feasible, and be able to be constructed in an existing dog park.
And guess what, guys? I got some more great information for you. I want you to go over to www.benefuldreamdogpark.com, and you're going to learn all about the official rules and how you can enter the contest to perhaps win a $500,000 dream dog park in your own community. But there's some more good things. I want you to do this too. If you got a great idea to spice up your dog park or ways to make dog parks even better, the first 10 people who email Arden at fourleggedlife.com with your ideas, you're going to win a awesome blue and green soft Wag World Dream Dog Park ball in celebration. We know dogs love to fetch the balls. Email Arden at fourleggedlife.com, and the first 10 who do so are going to be able to get their paws on this cool ball toy for your dog. And I want you to dash over and learn more about the Dream Dog Park contest being brought to you by Beneful. Just go to benefuldreamdogpark.com. There you go.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, this is Charlotte Ross. You have to listen to Arden Moore on Oh Behave on Pet Life Radio.
Oh Behave is back with more tail-wagging ways to achieve harmony in the household with your pets. Now, back to your fetching host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome back to the Oh Behave show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. We're talking about National Dog Party Day, June 24th. So we've got a few more guests we want to put the spotlight on that are promising to make it a tail-wagging great time. Okay, folks, next up we have, representing Pet Sitters International, the one, the only, Beth Stultz. Welcome to the show, Beth.
Thank you, Arden.
All right, we're having a blast on the show, by the way. We're singing, we're dancing. It's all about having a great time with our pets. But I got to tell you, Pet Sitters International, you guys know what you're doing. You know how to bring a little fun and responsibleness for people when they have to be out and about and they have their pets at home. So tell us a little bit about Pet Sitters International.
Sure. Pet Sitters International is the world's largest association for professional pet sitters. We have member businesses across the U.S. and abroad, so when pet owners are working long hours or maybe they're on a vacation, they can trust our pet sitters to come into their home and take care of their pets when they can't be there.
And I want everybody after the show to dash over to www.petsit.com. I always tell people to sit and stay on my radio show. Now I'm going to have to say petsit.com. How's that?
Exactly.
Now, you know, I'm a little goofy, but I also have a pretty good purpose in life. And we've been connected with Pet Sitters International and my company, Four Legged Life, for a while, giving talks at your annual conferences. So, you know, remember I came up to you with this crazy idea of combining your event and my event. And for background information, folks, each year Pet Sitters International sponsors Take Your Dog to Work Day. And it's a great program that's been going now. Are you in your 13th year?
Exactly, the 13th year this year.
So this is a lucky 13 because now we are teaming up with Pet Sitters International. So you're going to take your dog to work day celebration. So you're going to work like a dog by day, and then you're going to go to National Dog Party Day at night so you can party like a pup. So when I came up to you and Patty Moran, the founder of Pet Sitters International, with this crazy idea, hey, why don't we have a double dog day celebration? What do you think?
I'll tell you, Arden, we love the idea, and you've worked with us long enough to know that our main goal is to make sure that every pet is a wanted pet and has a professional pet sitter to care for it. And so you came up with the idea, it fit in to Take Your Dog to Work Day perfectly. We created the day in 1999 to celebrate the great companions dogs make and to also promote pet adoption. So this summer, we can have pet owners take their dogs to work and then, as you said, party afterwards and keep the celebration going.
Now, I think to be the true dog for this double dog day celebration, these dogs got to be bringing their A game to work, so they got to have some good doggy manners at work. I'm thinking they got to be bathed and kind of looking good, right?
Exactly. And that's what we tell any pet owner who wants to participate and Take Your Dog to Work Day. You know your dog best. Make sure your dog will be on good behavior. Are they comfortable with other dogs and other people? And then, as you said, they should be bathed, well-groomed, be up to date on vaccinations, and be ready to work.
Now, what about the people? Should we be bathed and groomed?
I think that's always a good suggestion.
Yeah, because we don't want to smell like, ooh, you smell it. You have doggy breath today.
Exactly.
Now, there's a really good website, everyone. It's called takeyourdog.com, and I love the graphics on it. And you really do give people a way, and companies, businesses, to be successful for this day. Any fun examples of some folks that are going to be participating in Take Your Dog to Work Day this year, or who have participated in the past?
We have so many businesses that participate year after year. So as you mentioned, I first want to encourage any business that's thinking about doing a Take Your Dog to Work Day event to visit the website, takeyourdog.com. They can download a free action pack that gives them all of the details of planning their event. But I've heard from a lot of businesses this year that are having some really unique, fun things planned. We were having doggy luau's, hot dog luncheons to benefit local shelters, owner and dog look-alike contests, which I'm not sure if I'd want to win that.
I hear you.
Businesses are finding such fun ways to allow their employees to bring their dogs in, to really make it a fun event, and to also raise awareness of the joy that dogs bring to our lives, and also for the need for pet adoption.
Now, we need to do a little shout-out to your dog. Well, tell me a little bit about your dog.
I believe you've seen pictures, but Bree is my dog. She is 4 years old, and she's often in the office with me. She's actually not today. But anyone who visits the site or has seen some of our Take Your Dog to Work Day materials has probably seen Bree on some of those items as well.
And what kind of dog is Bree?
She's a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua! I think we should say it Chihuahua. Because you know what? I help a friend who travels a bit, and she's got a little Pomeranian Chihuahua mix named Baehr. And I call him the caramel bullet because when he runs back and forth in my yard, he's a brown with caramel eyebrows. He is like a bullet. He flies.
I'll tell you, sometimes the smallest dogs have the biggest personalities, and that's definitely the case with Bree.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm really delighted to team up with Pet Sitters International. We are the co-sponsors of National Dog Party Day, and we're helping them out with Take Your Dog to Work Day this year. The date is June 24th. The events are taking place in New York City and San Diego. And Beth, I'm so glad to be part of this with you.
We're glad to have you be a part of it, Arden.
All right. Well, you take care of Bree. Give a nice doggy treat from Chipper and Cleo to Bree. And we will see you and the gang for Pet Sitters International for this big event.
Sounds great.
All right, everybody. Our next up is a great gal from New York City. We're talking, she knows how to put the fashion in four-legged pals. She's got a dog named Eli. He's not just any Eli. This dog is a Chihuahua who has been trademarked as the Celebrity Chihuahua. And I'm sure many of you have gone on the NCY Life show and caught them. They're part of the Doggie Moms show. It airs every Wednesday night. So for the New York City venue at the Fetch Club, we are delighted that our canine celebrity guests will be Karen Biehl and Eli. Welcome to the show, Karen.
Hi, thank you so much for having us.
Now, we've crossed paths a few times when I get my trips up to New York City, and I remember when Eli was just a little lad, and you were just starting out. But my gosh, if you want an example of people-dog bond, you got it with Eli and Karen. Tell us a little bit about Eli and sort of his Chihuahua fame.
Well, I actually adopted him from Craigslist.
No way.
Yes, I did. I'm his third owner. And I got him about 6 years ago, and it was just sort of a love at first sight situation. And I didn't know where I would be going with this. I just wanted a dog. And what ended up happening is I entered him in the Barking Beauty pageant in 2006, which is actually hosted by another person on the show, Leslie. So I've known her a long time. Eli ended up winning the pageant, and it was so much fun to prepare for it. But I felt very inspired to keep entering him in contests. So I entered him in the Milkbone contest to be on the cover of the Milkbone box.
Right.
And he actually won. So, you know, that was the beginning, really, of everything, because I got him an agent, and since then he's done a bunch of commercial work. And I've, more importantly, been very active in the dog social scene in New York City. And through that, you can make really amazing connections.
Right.
And it's also really fun. I mean, going out with your dog to an event, and it's usually for a great cause, like, you know, some sort of animal charity. So that adds even more, you know, importance to what we're doing.
So instead of a dog-eat-dog world, it's a dog-meet-dog world, huh?
Exactly, yes.
So now you got a TV show. That's awesome. It's called Doggie Moms. Tell us a little bit about that and how people can tune in.
Well, it's on Wednesday nights at 9:30 p.m. on NYC Life, which is Channel 25 on Time Warner Cable. And I'm not sure the numbers on other cable shows, but it's 9:30. And it also can be viewed online. If you go to www.doggiemoms.com, that should take you to the link to watch the episodes. It actually follows 5 women in New York City who are always out on the town with our dogs, socializing and having tons of fun.
And Eli, I'm wondering who has the bigger closet with clothing, you or Eli?
Well, I have to say I do, just because I'm so much bigger than him.
Okay. He's got some nice ensembles, doesn't he?
He does. Yes, he definitely does. And I tend to buy his clothes to match my clothes or my clothes to match his.
All right, give me an example. All right, you guys got a big date. You're going to some big dog social event. Let our listeners get a visual of what you two will look like.
Well, one thing that we commonly wear is, I have actually converted a necklace, a woman's rhinestone necktie from a necklace. I've made it into a tie for him out of rhinestones. And then I have earrings that kind of look like it. So we'll have a matching rhinestone going on. He has about over 10 tuxedos at this point. And my outfits tend to match or coordinate with his tuxedos.
He must be a clothes horse called a Chihuahua, right?
Yeah, a little bit, I would say so.
Does his mood change or something? Does he walk around just with a collar at your house, or does he always have an outfit on?
At home, he's naked. Actually, the truth of the matter is Eli is unclothed about 95% of the time in private. And actually, when I take him out on walks, he just has a collar and a leash usually. We only dress him up for events, or if he has some sort of photo shoot.
Does his mood you see him illuminate when he gets his tuxedo on?
I'm not sure about that. I think he knows he's going somewhere fun when I put the clothes on him, so he gets excited about that. I used to believe that he got excited by the outfits, but I'm not so sure at this point if that's really what's going on. The more I understand dog behavior.
Yeah. What's Eli's personality like? I mean, he was a 3-time reject, and look at how much he's really blossomed thanks to being with you.
Yeah, when I first got him, he was actually really shy. And I took him to a meetup at Ada Nieves with the Chihuahua meetup group about a day after I got him. And he kind of hid in the corner and watched. He looked very excited. But he was sort of timid. And now he has certain friends that he just gets very excited about seeing. In particular, Cubby and Ginger are Erica's dogs on Doggie Moms. He loves Cubby and Ginger. And he loves all of Ada's dogs, too. So he has certain friends that he's really in love with. Sometimes with new dogs, if he's on a leash, he's not as crazy about them. He has had a little bit of a Napoleon complex at times.
How much does Eli weigh?
He's not even 5 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's about the size of the head of my dog, Chipper, who's a 60-pound husky. So.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, Eli's head. Her head would be bigger than Eli. Okay.
Yeah, I see that sometimes. But Eli, I don't think he knows his size. He's got a big personality.
No, he's a great dog. We're talking with Karen Biehl and her dog, Eli. They are part of the Doggie Moms. It's on the TV. You got to check it out on NC Life. The episodes air at 9:30 p.m. every Wednesday. And also, you're going to be, I guess, joining us at the Fetch Club party on June 24th. This is the very first National Dog Party Day. And I came up with this crazy idea, but I wanted it to have parties going on simultaneously in New York City and San Diego. So we're going to be doing some video streaming. So you guys in New York are going to see us party animals in San Diego and vice versa. What do you think about this idea of having a dog party day?
I think it's wonderful, and I didn't know about the streaming video. I'm very excited about that because I actually crave being on the West Coast sometimes.
Oh, well,
so I can
anytime
live vicariously.
Well, we're going to have a glitter bone ball drop for you guys.
Oh, how exciting, how fun. That's wonderful. And I've never heard of that before.
Well, me neither.
I'm always impressed when people are able to come up with something new with the dog parties.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of it gets to be repetitive, but that's really interesting.
And the difference, too, Karen, is this isn't your typical yappy hour. There is a set schedule of events. So when you come in and check in to the time you leave and then get your goodie bag, there's things going on from one thing to another. It isn't just sitting around gabbing. So you guys are going to be there. We've got some dancing going on. We've got some really great treats. But there'll be a whole schedule of events for you guys.
Wow. Will we know in advance, or will we just will it be sprung on us when we walk in the door?
Surprise you.
Oh, no, that's fine. That sounds kind of interesting.
And the most important thing is we're doing it a party with a purpose because we want to benefit the San Diego Humane Society, and we're also doing the Animal Alliance of New York City. So our goal is to party with a purpose and try to raise money and awareness for those two groups.
Well, that's wonderful. I actually really appreciate when there's a charity involved with the dog events. It makes it more fun because, it's actually doing something productive.
That's right. So before we say we bid adieu, give us a couple more ways that people can follow Doggie Moms. What about Facebook?
It is on Facebook. I'm blanking right now.
Okay, but they can just do Doggie Moms and find it?
If you search Doggie Moms on Facebook, there's a page there.
And how can we find out more about Karen Biehl and Eli?
You can go to www.thecelebritychihuahua.com.
Okay.
That's our website.
I can spell Chihuahua, see? It's everybody CHIHUAHUA. Ha-ha.
Yes.
I know. That's pretty good, huh? I don't think I'll win the spelling bee, but I love the Chihuahuas. They're small and mighty. And you know what?
Yes.
They're packed with lots of personality. Hey,
Definitely.
Karen, thanks for being on the show. Give my best to Eli. He can dress better than I will ever dream of dressing. And I'm glad that you're going to be part of the event on June 24th in New York City.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, pause up.
Bye-bye.
All right, next up we have Michael Baehr. He is Director of Communications for the San Diego Humane Society, and I live here in San Diego, and I got to tell you, this is a really great place. If you're looking for a dog, a cat, or other pet that you want to adopt, I urge you all to check out the San Diego Humane Society. They've got a couple of locations in the county, and I am so delighted. When I was thinking, Michael, who could I try to benefit for the first National Dog Party Day? And San Diego Humane Society was the first group that popped into my head.
Well, Arden, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be the beneficiary for this wonderful event and for all the great community support we get. You know, we could not do what we do if it wasn't for the compassionate, amazing people of San Diego County, and really Southern California, which is the pet-friendliest area in the United States and has been for years.
Yeah, in fact, I read somewhere that the city of San Diego got named top dog on the best pet list, right?
Yes, we did. And in fact, I believe this is, maybe the fourth or fifth time that we've been named top dog. So, San Diegans love their pets, and we're here to do whatever we can to make sure that people have access to amazing classes and, services and programs, as well as adopting the animals, which is, really what we're all about.
Well, I got to tell you, my Furry Fab 4, some have come from the streets and some of them have come from shelters. And I got to tell you, I've never had better pets. And I call them Furry Fab 4 because we got Chipper and Cleo, the dogs, and Zeke and Murphy, the cats. And when it's a cold, nippy night here in San Diego County, I have a fire going downstairs, and they're all cuddled on Chipper's big doggy bed. It's a big fur pile. It's pretty fun. But I've never met dogs and cats that get along so well. But these second chance pets, if you will, I think they do get it. That, oh my gosh, I think I hit the mother lode. I'm in Arden's house.
Right.
I mean, I just went to a book signing for Dr. Marty Becker. He's a friend of mine, and I work with him on some projects. And he's on a national book tour for Healthy Pets Visit Vets. And it's for his latest dog book. So I bring my dog Cleo and my cat Zeke. So Zeke's the first cat to show up at his national bus tour. How's that?
I love it.
Yeah, and the whole goal is we got to embrace our pets. So tell us how people can learn a little bit more about what the San Diego Humane Society does.
Absolutely. Well, when you say embrace your pets, that's really what we're all about. It could not be more well said. We don't just adopt animals and do it in a really innovative way, but that's only half of who we are. We provide, as I mentioned, classes and community programs and services, clicker training for cats. Who knew? Who knew that you could train a cat with clickers? But we offer clicker training. We have pet first aid for animals, which is, if you've ever been in that situation, you sort of freak out because you don't know what to do. Well, we have a class for that.
I'm now a pet first aid certified instructor with Pet Tech.
I do know that.
And I had to put that
you to come down and teach the class.
Oh, I will. I put that training to use when my big dog Chipper yanked her back nail out, and there was blood spewing everywhere on my white tile. And I got to tell you, knowing what to do for your pet, that's really trying to be your pet's best friend. So I'm delighted that you had that class. So I knew where to find the pressure point. I elevated her leg. I properly restrained her. I put the right gauze on her. I stopped the bleeding. I took her to my vet, and my vet was like, nice wrap job, Arden. I said I wouldn't have known what to do if I hadn't taken this class.
Well, especially as veterinary medicine is becoming so much more advanced, and there's so many more options to extend the lifespan of an animal as they get into their golden years, that being able to provide at least the basics at home is really important. So, that pet first aid is a really great option for any kind of animal lover that we provide. Our goal, I guess in a nutshell, is to try and provide valuable services throughout the lifespan of that relationship. So whether it's, puppy head start and puppy fun class to, clicker training for cats and pet first aid and how to take care of a senior pet, all the way through to, I know this gets a little bit dicey, but in those golden years, sometimes there are difficult decisions to be made, and we're right there with you. If, someone has to make difficult decisions, we can help you through that transition process. And those are tough points, but we want to be there to help the community at every step along the way. So that's really the other half of what we do.
And now you get to be the benefactor of the very first National Dog Party Day. I don't know, are you much of a party animal, Michael?
I am, and all three of my dogs are. So this is perfect timing for us to, be a part of the Dog Party Day. I think it's great. It sends a great message to have activities that you can enjoy with your pets and give them a purpose and bring them out. I think this is terrific.
Now, we need a shout-out to your 3 dogs. Go ahead.
Okay, my 3 dogs are Abby, Jaeger, and Bailey. And
Okay.
Abby is a Dalmatian Springer Spaniel who is 10 years old, and she's the lover of the family. Jaeger is an Australian cattle dog who's 9, and Bailey's our baby. She's a 2-year-old Border Collie.
My gosh, you got some Einsteins in that bunch.
We do. It's bad when the dogs in your house outsmart the owners, and this is what we joke about often. So
And they're all sitting around going, they didn't get our joke. I don't know. These 2
Right.
legs, maybe they need 4 legs to comprehend. I don't know. I got to do that. We were talking with Michael Baehr. He is the Director of Communications for the San Diego Humane Society. And I want everybody to know that is a great place. I'm a big fan of what they do. And as he's discussed, it's not just about adoptions, but it's keeping that pet-people bond humming from kitten and puppyhood to the golden oldies. And I'm just delighted that we are going to be able to shine the spotlight on the San Diego Humane Society at the Hotel Indigo on June 24th for the very first National Dog Party Day. And I look forward to seeing you. You got to bring your party game.
we will. We'll bring our gang in tow, and everyone will be dressed to the nines, so we'll be there. And, you know, Arden, this is a great chance, if I may. I just wanted to put a plug in for some exciting stuff that's going on with us that
Sure.
your listeners may want to know about. The first is that, you know, as you know, we've been now up in North County for about a little over a year, and we have just leased an additional location that's about less than a mile away. It is 2 huge buildings that will become the primary adoption center for cats and small animals.
Nice.
And we're so excited because the open house for this event is coming up in the middle of June, and it will be an opportunity for people to really see what we're all about. We have extra space to provide new programs, summer camp for kids, and all the things that have been so successful in San Diego. We're excited to bring to North County and all of the residents up here. So
I live a mile away from your place in Oceanside in North County, so I really look forward to working with you on some things.
Oh, terrific. You have to come by and check it out. It's right off of the 76 next to the airport in Oceanside on Airport Road, and it's a terrific place to bring the whole family. You can play with the kitties. You can see all of the rabbits we've got and small animals. It's just a really interesting and fun place.
You know, if I'm a cat, I'm thinking, thank gosh, I'm away from that. Ruff, 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 ruff.
Yeah. Well, that has a lot to do with it. You know, dogs have a lot of really special requirements. They need drainage and kennels and dog runs. And we've decided that, you know, we need immediate relief for a number of cats that we have in San Diego County, moving them all here and being able to provide more space and more quality care just, you know, really has reverberating effects throughout our whole organization in opening up space for the other animals. So really it's a win-win for all the animals and for the communities up here in North County. So we're excited.
Okay, so Michael, how do people get more information to learn about the San Diego Humane Society?
Well, absolutely. The best way to get information is visit our website, which is www.sdhumane.org. And there's information about our new location up in Oceanside, about all of our fun activities and events, and ways you can get involved and help support the cause.
Sounds great. We're talking to Michael Baehr. He is with the San Diego Humane Society, and they are our honorees for the San Diego event on June 24th. A big paws up to you and your brilliant, talented trio of dogs you've adopted.
Oh, thank you. And thank you again so much. We are so grateful and privileged to be a part of this Dog Party Day. We're very honored. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Michael.
Thank you.
As you can tell, listeners, this has been a super-sized version of the Oh Behave show on Pet Life Radio. That's because we had so many great people that we wanted to get on the air to talk about how they are participating in National Dog Party Day. And last but certainly not least, I want to give a big shout-out to the Mayor's Animal Alliance of New York City. They're going to be our benefactors for the dog party event taking place on June 24th at the Fetch Club in New York City. You need to go to www.animalalliancenyc.org. Now, the Mayor's Alliance for New York City's Animals, it started almost 10 years ago in 2002, and it actually is a coalition of more than 150 animal rescue groups and shelters in the New York City area. They do great work. I've personally been to their offices and seen what they've done, and that's why it was an easy pick to have them be the one that we want to benefit in the New York City area for the National Dog Party Day. If you go on their site, you'll see that they have lots of events going on. They do lots of training, and their ultimate goal is to be able to have New York City to be a no-kill place for animals by the year 2015. And I got to tell you, some of the work they've done is paying off. In fact, the euthanasia rate of New York City's homeless pets is now at its lowest in history. And a lot of that has to do with the Mayor's Animal Alliance. All right, I want you to party like a pup. You can do it on June 24th. Heck, you can do it on any day. I am America's party animal, and I'm here to tell you I've authored the book, Dog Parties, How to Party with Your Pup, and that is why I am unleashing National Dog Party Day on June 24th. We're going to do it every year. But you can contact me, Arden Moore, at arden@fourleggedlife.com to get more details on how you can party with your pup. And you got to dash over to dogpartyday.com so you can make your reservation to attend either the event in New York City or San Diego, or if you'd like to be a virtual guest and make a donation for either the Mayor's Animal Alliance of New York City or the San Diego Humane Society, we're going to make it possible for you to do. I got to tell you, my two dogs, Chipper and Cleo, are true party animals, and we heed the motto, party forever. So that's our show for today. Thanks for participating in the supersized version of the Oh Behave Show. So until next time, this is your flea-free host, Arden Moore, delivering just 2 words to all you 2, 3, and 4-leggers out there. Oh Behave.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's Oh Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do, and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. Oh Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand. This is the place for a special paparazzi treat. Only on PetLifeRadio.com.